10 years of Thanksgiving meals shared by two strangers who met on accident. You might be familiar with the story. Wanda Dench texted Jamal Hinton in 2016, inviting him over to her Thanksgiving dinner. Dench meant to text her grandson, but doubled down on the invitation to Hinton. He showed up to her house for a plate of turkey.
It's just amazing to have a friendship where, age makes no difference whatsoever. So I feel so blessed that he's in my life. I know there's no accidents, and it was serendipity, and I'm really joyful.
The two have gotten closer while celebrating Thanksgiving over the years, offering support to one another in times of need, like when Dench was diagnosed with breast cancer or when her husband died in 2020 from complications from COVID-19.
It's about each other's support and being there for one another. I mean, Wanda's been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And to stick together and talk about these things and kind of get through them together has just been a blessing of all sorts. So I appreciate you, Wanda.
Me too.
And this year marks a decade of friendship, but the pair say they're more like family.
It was just so unlikely that two polar opposites, it felt like, could come together and become such good friends and family members now. I'm most excited for Wanda to really meet my family. It's been some years.
And I know from just the way Jamal is, I wanted to thank his parents for their wonderful upbringing of Jamal.
A major fire has broken out here in Tai Po District since Wednesday afternoon. The fire had blazed through 7 out of 8 blocks of Wang Fuk Court, a housing estate. There's still a lot of smoke in the air, and behind me you can see that the firefighters are still working to put out the fire. As of this afternoon, out of the 7 affected housing blocks, the fire from 4 blocks are confirmed to have been put out, while 3 of the remaining blocks are under control. Though from what I'm seeing right now, since then it seems that the fire from 2 more blocks have been put out as well, and only 1 is still left burning. Authorities shared a rescue incident from earlier today, saying that firefighters managed to save an elderly male from the 31st floor and successfully used a breathing apparatus to protect him through the smoke while evacuating the building. Authorities also shared some challenges that firefighters faced during the rescue operations. They said that temperatures are very high inside the affected buildings, and the layout inside is complex because of the collapsed scaffolding. So it's difficult for firefighters to navigate their way up floor by floor. Various government departments are making efforts on multiple fronts. The top priority is extinguishing the fire and rescuing trapped residents. Now, this housing estate in Tai Po has about 2,000 flats and is home to about 4,000 residents. So the impact of this fire on this community and estate is expected to be significant. Well, just to give a bit of background, the housing estate had been under renovation since last July and had been wrapped in bamboo and mesh scaffolding. After responding to reports of fire on Wednesday, firefighters discovered the scaffolding outside one building had caught fire and that the fire had spread to the interior and other buildings. The fire then quickly escalated, reaching a level 5 fire alarm, the most severe warning. Authorities have said that it's unusual for a fire to spread this much and so quickly, and investigations have been underway. 3 men from a construction company have been arrested for alleged manslaughter and on suspicion that construction materials around the building did not meet fire safety standards. Foam boards were found installed to the windows of the affected buildings, and police say that this is suspected to be one of the causes of the fire because foam is highly flammable and could potentially accelerate the spread of the fire. Investigations are still underway, and we will find out more in due time.